Hello everybody, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we never watched or listened to before. And we're back today with another episode of Heartstopper Season 3. This time it's Journey, which is episode 4. Now in the last episode, which was episode 3, Talk, Nick and Charlie had the talk about the eating disorder that Charlie's been dealing with. And Nick was able to convince Charlie that he should talk to someone who might be able to help him a little bit more than Nick could. So Charlie went home, spoke to his parents, and asked if they would support him in going to see a doctor about the eating disorder and his general sort of mental well-being. It was a very emotional, powerful episode, especially the last 5-10 minutes. It knocked me right off my feet. I wasn't expecting to get that upset at it. But I've taken 5 minutes. I've had a bit more of my toast, and we're going to move into episode 4 and see how the journey towards recovery starts for Charlie now that he's told his parents. Oh, it's Christmas.
Yeah, I think I've still got a couple hours before I see him.
Okay, so we've skipped some time.
I can't believe it's been 2 months.
2 months. Okay, I was going to say how long do we think it might have been.
Everyone can journal, Nicholas. It helps you process your
Writing things
emotions.
down does help
if
some
I
people.
didn't journal every day, I'd literally have a breakdown.
All right, you don't have to give me the whole pitch again.
Have you even tried it?
Right, if I try it, will you stop pressuring me?
Yes, I promise.
You know that saying, things get worse before they get better?
December the 17th.
I think I understand that now. Back in September, Charlie had a GP appointment.
Okay, we're having flashbacks.
He said he hates going to the doctors. I mean, who enjoys going to the doctors?
Not me.
Especially for something like this. But the first appointment for that wasn't until January. Things started to get really bad after that.
Stop trying. What can you stop? I don't have to tell you everything.
Then he started getting really angry, and then he stopped talking to me about it.
That's never good.
He started skipping school a lot. It was a spinning wheel that was just getting faster.
I am really enjoying how they're framing this, because having Nick journal allows him to be the narrator of the episode, which allows us through all these flashback scenes in a sort of, it's very exposition heavy, but they've done it in a way where it doesn't feel like you're just having stuff rammed down your throat. You feel like you are genuinely listening to Nick's, recount of what has happened. It's really well done.
And it was becoming unbearable for him.
Sorry.
He told me he used to self-harm.
It's okay. I just feel so shit all the time. I've been so horrible to you and everyone else. And I hate feeling like this. It's okay. It's okay.
I read up about it online as well. And it said you have to make them feel cared for and not judge them. It didn't feel like enough, but I guess I tried. I tried to just be there. I love you. He knew the compulsions made no sense, but he didn't know how to stop them. Neither did I.
It was an accident.
I know.
I just feel so stupid,
I know. It's not your fault.
but I can't stop it.
Do you think maybe you should tell your parents?
Dad said it had to be my decision.
Do you think it'd help?
Not really. But I get to skip school for a bit, so. Don't cry. If you cry, I'll cry.
It's sad though, Charlie.
Not sure I can help it.
He just cares. But it is good that he did feel like he could. I know he dressed it up with I get to skip school for a bit, but if he didn't want to go, he wouldn't have gone. So the fact that he is going is, it's positive, because it means he understands what he needs to do next and where things need to go next. It's just a bad situation to be in, isn't it? But I think the fact that he's willing to get help just shows that there is a way out. Ooh, don't be reading that, Nick. It's not good.
Guess I tried to keep myself busy.
Learning to drive.
Sorry, how much do you play this game?
Where's Charlie been? He's missed like the last 4 practices.
He's just off sick at the moment.
Shit. Must be bad if he's been off this long.
Pretty bad.
Seriously? What's going on with him?
I just can't really talk about it.
All good, mate.
Yeah, we're here for you.
They're good friends, I think.
Charlie said I could tell our friends what was going on.
Maybe we could put some self-care stuff, like face masks.
Top chumps. Do you think they make gay top chumps? I don't know.
Darcy's hair looks really cool.
Does he have access to a Blu-ray player at all?
What's a Blu-ray player?
What's a Blu-ray player?
Did Sahar tell you she's having a massive Halloween party?
Just feels weird.
Without him.
There he is, Captain America. Now, I did see the social media post from Joe Locke saying that Kit was coming for his gig.
You're supposed to be my cat.
I'm making a video for Charlie so he knows how much we all love him.
What do you say? It's tricky, isn't it?
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
You heard it here first, folks. Nick Nelson loves Charlie Spring.
Simple, straightforward, just what he wants to hear, I'm sure.
I'm clearly Frank from Donnie Darko. What? We watched it last week.
No, we didn't.
Were you asleep again? Were you asleep?
Oh, he seems to be drinking. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Everyone kisses everyone when they're drunk. I'm allowed to experiment. This is literally like when I got a boyfriend and she got mad at me for literally no reason.
It's because she likes you. Oh, these fast shots are really good. Because he's feeling really overwhelmed by all of this now. And this isn't doing his mental health any favours. And I think he probably feels like he's betraying Charlie by having fun. Although he's not having fun, is he?
Mind if I join?
Yeah, go on.
God's sake, not again. Who'd have thought in season 1 that Nick and Tao would be sitting there crying at each other?
I'm gonna make you go as Spider-Man.
Your Marvel agenda is never going to work on me, so I have anorexia and OCD.
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I was a bit surprised about the OCD.
That's why when he was talking about rules earlier.
It's like I have all these rules
Yeah.
in my head about food.
So it does make sense.
If I don't follow them, I feel like I'm going to die.
Well, even if you do have anorexia and OCD, the word sorry is still banned.
Oh, can't I play the mental illness card now?
Mm-mm-mm. No, the S-word rule still applies to the mentally ill.
It must be difficult to act normal if someone you love is like that.
Needed space.
What?
Nothing. Still not sure if Tori likes me.
She does. She appreciates that you got him to open up. Here he is. Still getting those Heartstopper moment leaves.
I knew he wasn't magically better or anything like that. I know it doesn't work like that. And I knew staying away from home was a risk. It could have been horrible. For some people it doesn't help at all.
No, because sometimes the support network you need, if you get ripped away from all of that, it can be difficult.
Can you kiss me, please?
Maybe it's just me hoping for the best, but honestly, I think it helped. I really do.
Well done, Nick. Writing it all down. Is it going to be him? Or is it going to be someone else?
I guess a lot's happened since I last wrote anything.
Oh, now we get it from Charlie's point of view. Oh, I wasn't expecting it like this.
Would you say that you're thinking about food almost all of the time?
It's very clinical, this, isn't it?
Yes, I think that's accurate. I say that was accurate, wasn't it, Charlie?
You don't want someone to be just firing questions. You want someone to talk and understand.
It's hard to talk about it, though.
Of course it is. It's a big thing.
I didn't get treated like shit.
Good.
How do I talk to my friends?
Well, there is a landline on the ward. Much nicer than DMing your friends on Snapchat or whatever it is you kids are using these
I know her face from somewhere. Where do I know her face from?
Mine's bad.
You can't all be artists.
I do know her from somewhere, though. Hello, Jeff.
And I met a few nice people. Probably not like lifelong friends, but I wasn't alone. I think a part of me didn't even want to get better, because putting in the effort to change seemed too hard.
We can be like that.
I thought food was something I could control, but it was the other way around.
Yeah, food was controlling him. It's a really impactful way to look at it. I don't think you ever get to see stuff like this in quite so much detail from both sides of the coin, from the person undergoing the treatment and the people looking in from the outside. And it's a really interesting episode. I mean, it looks like the vast majority of this episode is going to be presented to us in this way, of these two journal viewpoints, which is something that Heartstopper hasn't done before, but it's so very important that we understand where both characters are coming from. And just having, Nick say all of this to Tao and Charlie say all of this to his therapist could have worked, but I don't think it would have been anywhere near as impactful or interesting to watch. But again, it was such a fabulously acted episode. So it's just so good. And we're only halfway through.
Nick really wants to talk to you.
I want to talk to him too.
He's my favourite. Your friends are quite annoying, but I like him.
I'll try to stand up for myself. Go on.
I think she's from EastEnders.
The S-word rule still applies to the mentally ill.
Could you do me a favour before I go?
Yeah, of course.
Could you look up Tao's number?
I've been making you a present.
You don't have to do that.
Shut up, yes I do.
Okay, what is it?
It's a surprise.
Then why'd you mention it?
Fine, I won't say anything this time.
Sorry I didn't tell you about all of this.
Can I ask you how you are? Or is that kind of a shit question right now?
Yeah, it's kind of a shit question right now.
Is it horrible there?
No. It's not horrible. It's hard, and I wish I was at home. But I think it was a good decision.
Well, that makes me feel better. Not that how I feel matters at all, but, you know.
It's bloody Tao.
I hate that you were so... And I had no idea. I totally missed it.
He is making it a bit about him,
Can you
though.
explain to me what happened with Imogen and Zahar? Because Nick was being way too empathetic about it, and I actually don't really know what happened.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay. So, Imogen was doing shots like all
Okay,
night.
she's doing shots.
Hi, my name is Tao Su. Well, my friends group -1, who we all love very much.
Tao.
In a metaphorical way.
In a metaphorical way.
Tao, that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, it does.
I read the Song of Achilles, like you suggested. I wasn't prepared and I cried for about 4 hours, so thank you for that. Really appreciate that. I'm kind of mad at you, actually, because I asked you if you were okay, and I guess you just lied. It's not your fault, though, Charlie, I know. I hope that when you get back, you don't feel like you have to lie to us anymore. Because you don't. We're never going to judge you. We love you, so...
Isaac's been very forthright and vocal this season.
Whoa! Hot off the press, guys. Barbie and Dracula seen making out at a house party. What is going on here?
Lol. Is this just a joke?
Oh, that's what caused it, was it? It was Tao's fault. I see.
I'm just documenting reality.
Oh, it's Isaac's
Wonderful Tao, this is your vision.
Shocking for you.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm trying out they, them pronouns. I'm just seeing how I feel, I don't know. But I feel like you get it. He gets it.
That's a really nice way to like confirm it within the show, actually. Because obviously we saw Darcy getting their hair cut, but that's kind of like the next step.
I don't know if you have a phone in there, Charlie, but I think he'd like to hear your voice.
Oh, he just looks so sad.
Say hi to Charlie, sir. Hi, Charlie. Hi, Charlie. There's a spare seat waiting for you for when you get back. Thanks, Tao.
It's so awkward.
I know this looks like a painting for you, but if this turns out really good, then I'm keeping it.
That's really nice.
We just want to say that when you get home, we've got a lot planned.
Do we? Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've just been silent throughout this whole thing, pretty much. I'm just in love with the narrative style of this episode. You had 2 journal entries and then this sort of vlog.
Nicholas Nelson, what do you have to say to your boyfriend Charlie Spring?
Hi, Charlie. I love you.
I thought it was going to show him standing there for 5 minutes first. like he actually did in the episode.
Being at the clinic didn't magically cure me of mental illness, but it got me out of the deep end.
That's a good way to look at it.
You are going to be all right.
Yeah, she's definitely been in EastEnders.
Ready?
Yeah. Maybe I won't ever get back to normal, whatever that is. I think that's okay, though.
Yeah, normal's boring.
Hey. Dinner at 7?
Yeah.
It says lasagna on your meal plan for today. Is that all right?
Yeah. Mum,
Yeah?
do I have time to go and say hi to Nick? I'll be back for dinner, I promise.
Okay. Go on then.
So has she become friendly with Nick now because of all of this? Oh, look at that hug. You needed that. Can you imagine how much of a hug you'd need having been away for like 2 months? Yes, very important. I mentioned it at the end of the last reaction video to episode 3 as well, but super duper important that if you, I'll wiggle that so it comes up. But if you are struggling with eating disorders, mental health or thoughts of self-harm, like it said on the screen right now, go to www.wannatalkaboutit.com. Please reach out to someone, find someone you feel comfortable talking to, even if it's hard, and try and share the burden a little bit, because people will take their share of the burden if it means you getting the help you need. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what more I can add to what I've already said, but I think that was such a beautifully shot episode. You know, you had Nick's journal entry, then Charlie's journal entry, then the vlog, and then it finished off with a bit more of Charlie's journal, and it was just such an interesting way to frame an episode of Heartstopper. We've not seen anything like it on this show. It's all been very sort of straightforward, you know, straightforward, straight shot filming, but this is something a bit different, and I think it allowed you to get inside the heads of the characters and just see how they were feeling a little bit more than watching how they're feeling. It really felt like we understood both characters a lot better. Yeah, I think it's just a very interesting. Artsy makes it sound like I'm artsy. It's a very artsy way of doing it, I think. I think it's a very interesting way of doing it. And I think the content of the episode as well was really important. I think if there are people out there that are struggling, seeing that there is a way through, it's not a magical cure, but there is a way through, is important. Yeah, I just think it was, you know, these past 3 episodes, I mean, in fact, all 4 episodes have been quite sad in a lot of ways. But they've also been so, I don't know, I felt enraptured by them, like I couldn't stop watching them. This show just does things to me, honestly. I'm really hoping we do get a little bit more of the happiness sprinkled in. However, I do know that there's some not so good stuff coming up, because of the novella that is folded into this season. So I'm not gonna talk ahead too much, because you know, you may not have read it, you may not know what's coming. But yeah, thank you for dropping by, and I'll see you again for another reaction video very soon.